Hello and welcome. We're excited to have you all here. Just a few housekeeping things before we get started. If you can all please make sure you stay on mute. We're going to do a brief presentation and then there's going to be a Q&A session afterwards. If you have any questions, the BBTN Executive Board, they're all listed with their name and their Executive Board, so feel free to message them if you have any questions and utilize the chat. So we are going to get started. So our agenda this evening is to meet the Black Baton Twirlers Network team, what the Black Baton Twirlers Network is, what's next, how do you get involved, and then our Q&A session. So I'm going to kick it off to Irene.
Hi, everybody. It's Irene Johnson, one of the founding members. And I would like to introduce you to everybody on our team. We have worked hard the last few months to put everything together, from a logo to discussion to just getting the word out. And here's a little short video on us.
It's Olivia Lynch, and I currently live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but I'm originally from Easton, PA, so I'm a PA girl. I'm 30 years old, and I'm a former USTA and MBTA baton twirling champion, and I'm so excited to share the Black Baton Twirlers Network with you all. It's a way for twirlers to be able to connect, celebrate, and create inclusion within our sport, to create more representation for all Black baton twirlers, and to just share our love for our sport. So I hope you find that you're able to connect and network with others, gain more professional development opportunities, and just feel welcome within a space that you can call your own. Again, welcome to the BBTN.
Coach John Baton is an MBTA judging coach to children and young adults across the United States. John Baton has World Open and Collegiate Championship titles and was the first African American and male featured twirler for the Penn State University's marching blue band. John Baton has made appearances on America's Got Talent, Soul Plane, and the Clipper and LA Lakers halftimes. Currently, John Baton is the founder and president for Twirling to Fight Cancer.
Hi, my name is Keonda Satchel, and I am an alumni twirler from the illustrious North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University in Greensboro, North Carolina. I am also the co-founder of Twirl Divas Performing Arts Studio in Greensboro, North Carolina, as well as the founder of Props Performing Arts Studio in Savannah, Georgia. I'm a collegiate dance and flag coach for the Savannah State University Marching Band. And I'm also the founder of Black Girls Twirl, which is an initiative to shed light as well as build and create collaborative efforts in the growth of baton twirling in the Black and Brown community through the use of apparel, clinics, camps, and events. I am so excited to be a part of the Black Baton Twirlers Network so that it will provide a safe space and support for Black baton twirlers everywhere.
My mom, Irene Johnson, started twirling at the age of 5 in Conneaut, Ohio, with her only baton twirling teacher, Angel Dunlap. She was also the major captain while twirling with the University of Akron marching band. When she moved to the Washington, D.C. area over 20 years ago, she started her own baton twirling group, the Twirl Factory. She now has her own daughter, me, Eden Johnson, who has also been twirling for 5 years now.
Hi, it's Taylor Wolves. I am so excited for the Black Baton Twirlers Network. I was the first Black Miss Leader of America, as well as Grand National Twirling Champion, as well as the first Black featured twirler in the Southeastern Conference, as well as the first Black Baton twirler at the University of Mississippi.
I'm going to kick it back off to John.
I'm really excited to share the history of the Black Baton Twirlers Network. The Black Baton Twirlers Network, BBTN, was the outcome of a 2-panel discussion regarding African Americans and their role within the sport of baton twirling during the pandemic and the Black Lives Matter movement. From this, the members realized that we needed to form a network that would actually provide a goal to become a 501c nonprofit, establishing the first steps to provide a platform for the voices, the stories, and the advocacy for Black baton twirlers.
Our mission is really to provide a space to promote the community inclusion and celebration of Black twirlers. We want to increase that space for Black innovation, creativity, and Black joy within the sport of baton twirling.
And so as you can see, we've created three major pillars within the Black Baton Twirlers network: engage, educate, and enlighten. So our goal in regarding to the level of engagement is to make sure we strategize, work with people to promote the sport of baton twirling, and most importantly, to support and to promote that support of baton twirling within the Black community. We also need to make sure that we're engaging past members, people that twirled and competed previously in their lives when they were maybe a younger adult, and now in their adult lives are actually maybe not connected to the sport any longer, and engaging them to understand how to involve themselves with the support with the sport. Creating opportunities across the board. Now, within the space of education, we're definitely focused in this area in order to provide an education around not only the Black experience in the Black community within the sport of baton twirling, but also understanding for the coaches that may have students that are African American, and understanding how to actually make sure that they are coming and meeting a student perhaps where they're at, what different types of experiences they may be having within the sport that might not be all positive, and how that support can happen and how that education can happen around the issues as it relates to just feeling like they're sometimes isolated within the sport of baton twirling. And then most importantly, I think that the one thing that we want to do with the education is to educate our new judges in order to find a space in which we can mentor and provide a way in which they can work for the next continuation of champions, and making that happen from a place that is not just a way in which they are put out there and felt that they're by themselves, but there is a community that supports them along with the bigger picture of baton twirling in general. And then the last thing would be to empower. We want to empower our youth. We want to empower the next generation in order to be at the next level as we prepare for the Olympics and as we prepare for the growth of the sport within baton twirling. And that is done through a community effort. And so empowering the next generation of twirlers becomes the main focus with the Black Baton Twirlers Network. Thank you.
So our goals are to promote the outreach and retention of Black baton twirlers, to strengthen the student to coach to judge pipeline, or student to coach pipeline, to identify, promote resources and businesses that support the Black baton twirlers, parents and coaches, to create opportunities to showcase Black baton twirlers, to create a database for Black baton twirling accomplishments, and to increase the understanding of cultural competency within the sport. So these are three big initiatives that we would like to accomplish in the 2021-2022 year. So we submitted a grant through USTA, so we're waiting to see that outcome, but regardless, these are the three things that we're trying to accomplish for our first year. To create a judges symposium, and this will grant new potential Black judges certification into USTA and MBTA, and our outcome would be 20 new African American judges, 10 USTA, 10 MBTA. We're hoping to do a traveling tour, a combination of selected locations that provide performance showcase and clinics where we can travel to expose baton twirling in African American urban communities. And our goal is that once they engage with us in this traveling tour, that they want to sign up for future classes and clinics and get involved competitively or recreationally in their areas. And then community activism, so collaborate with the annual Twirling to Fight Cancer campaign that will provide a focus on community service and philanthropic efforts. And we're hoping with that to empower the baton twirling community at large to act on knowledge delivered through the work of BBTN, and then establishing a systematic change.
So the number one question that we get is, how do we get involved? How do we make a difference? And the first thing is to join our membership. There are 4 different levels that you can join. So the first one is our open membership, and it's free, and you're invited to all of our open events, and you also get access to all of our resources, like how to do black hair for baton twirling contests, how to dye baton twirling shoes, where to buy tights and jazz shoes in your color. That's all things that you'll have access to for free. And the next level up is our volunteer membership. So these are for people that really want to get involved, that want to spread our mission and be on a committee. So we have 2 different types of volunteer membership. So the first one is our individual yearly membership. So that's for one person, and this can be for like a coach that has a small team or an athlete. And then we also have our family membership. So that's more than one person, and that's $30. And you'll be able to serve on our Black Baton Twirling Network committees. You'll be able to vote on yearly initiatives. You'll be able to have access to our open and closed events. And it's a great opportunity to kind of get more involved within our network. The next level up is for our organization director and judges. This is really for like our big groups and our studios and judges, because we'll have tailored content just for you to be able to retain and recruit baton twirlers in your area. Also, resources of team management and other things like that. So we're really excited to add this after we have heard from other people. Like we want this type of content to be able to recruit and retain in their areas for their studios and organizations. And then you'll have access to all of our open and volunteer events, and the yearly dues will go to the initiatives. And then the last one is for our corporate membership. It's a $100 yearly membership, and yearly dues go to the 2021-22 initiatives, and you'll be listed on our preferred vendors list and website, and listed on as a sponsor on selected merchandise as well. The other way that you can get involved is being a BBTN ambassador. So sharing our mission, talking to your parents, to your coaches, to your studio owners about this network, your organizations, to share it out, because the only way we're going to make an impact is if we continue to share the mission about BBTN.
So you would also be in the engagement committee, which can promote the Black Baton Twirling Network and the sport of baton twirling, which is members only, but also open to all open events. And that would include strengthening the student to coach pipeline. There's the education committee, which educates Black Baton Twirlers and coaches regarding ways that we can continue to stay engaged, but also educating judges about Black culture. This also includes creating professional development opportunities and sharing resources geared to Black baton twirlers. And then we also have our empowerment committee, which aligns efforts across the sport of baton twirling, as well as creating resources to strengthen the diversity and inclusion within our sport, and also serve as an advisor to the Black Baton Twirling Network.
Okay, so this is where you all can join in and help us. We are searching for a help with social media. I will be tag teaming with someone to promote our network through social media outlets such as Facebook, Instagram, etc. We are also looking for people who are financially literate, not illiterate. So we are looking for a financial coordinator, as well as a legal advisor or consultant for nonprofits as we go along that track. We also looking for a his or her historian. And also, if you are a vendor of some sort, if you produce t-shirts, or if you produce tights and shoes or anything that we could utilize and promote through this network, we would love to partner with you to promote you and engage in this opportunity with you.
And that's the end of our presentation. I want to thank everybody for attending our first information session, and I hope that we were able to answer some questions, and we also got a lot of great feedback that we're hoping to share with other organizations, and hopefully we can find some solutions for you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Our email is below, and you can also reach out to us through Facebook as well. Thank you and have a great night.